Welcome back to Cedar Cove Farm. It is the start of week 5 and it is an exciting week. The sun is shining and the chicks are moving outside. Today's the day we're gonna get them moved outside. So I'm gonna show you kind of where they go, and again just a little review of how the chicken tractor works and what'll happen going forward. You can see I've lined the chicken tractor up as they've been growing straight in front of the garage door. So what I'm gonna do today, get out in the sun so you can see me, is there's about 10 foot of eave and then grass. So today they're just going to move outside into the grass. They'll stay in the grass spot overnight tonight, tomorrow all day, and then I'll move them the next day. Going forward, after 3 days outside, what I'll do is actually put an electric fence up and let them out during the day so they get even more space to explore. So again, just to review the chicken tractor. So the way this works, I've got a handle down on the front, on the back. These wheels will go on either side. Then you just lift up the tractor and slide them along. So we're gonna get them outside because it's nice today and supposed to be nice the rest of the week. So we're gonna get them moved outside and start the rest of their outdoor life. All that pecking at the ground, looking for bugs, looking for leaves, looking for things to eat. That's why I've been so excited about getting these chicks outside. They're meant to be raised outside on pasture, eating the bugs, eating the grass, eating the things outside, not just eating feed. So it's an exciting day here. I'm really happy we got them outside, and they'll spend the rest of their life outside. They're not going back in. So this is how chickens should be raised. You know, you might have seen little difficulty. They're still not used to walking with me as I pull the cart. So I had Aaron behind trying to scare them. You probably saw me go back behind there and try and scare them to move them forward. Scary deal. They've never been outside before, so they're outside, but they're clearly loving it. They're pecking around. They're barely even looking at their food. That's what we want to see. So they're going to be outside. They've got water, they've got food if they want it. So for the first few days, like I said, they're going to stay in the tractor. I'm not going to take them, open it up, let them out. I want them to get used to the tractor, know that the tractor is their home to sleep in. Because what'll happen, they'll get used to that. I'll be able to put an electric fence up, let them out during the day, and at night they'll know to go back in the tractor, and I can close that. So they'll get a lot more area to roam once they're used to the outdoors. So what we've got to do now that they're outside, come back. I won't need to check on them tonight. I'm not going to come out in the middle of the night because there's nothing I'm going to do. They're feathered out. They're going to stay warm. It's going to get down to 60 per the forecast. They'll group together. They'll stay warm. I'll come out, check them in the morning before I head to work. But things are looking good. So I'll continue to give you updates as the week goes along. The chicks have been outside for a few days. So you can see them over here. So today's plan, what I've done is I've got a second chicken tractor. They're getting big enough that it's time to give them the opportunity to spread out. So I pulled that out of the barn. What I'm also going to do today is set up an electric fence around the tractors. That'll give them more area to explore during the day, more grass to eat, more bugs to eat. They don't trample down the same area as much, so when the grass regrows, it won't be as trampled down. So I'm gonna get this set up and show you that process, and then what I do to let them in and out. The first time I put a roll out for the year, what I like to do is just lay it out completely, because I'm making a circle. So what I'm going to do now, once I put you guys down, is actually complete the circle roughly, because you don't want to end up short or long and have a bunch of overlap. Once it's up, you're really just moving it stake by stake. It's a lot easier, but I try and roll it all out, make a circle. So now I'm going to go around, get it staked into the ground, try and not slap the sand burrs that are attached to my clothes, and get that installed, and then show you that kind of perimeter, and then let the chicks out. I have got the fence up. It goes around over there, comes around, comes to here. So right now I've got one roll of net. I think this is a 100-foot roll. I've got another 100-foot roll, and then 3 125-foot rolls. So as they get bigger, as they explore more, I'll add more rolls to their penned area. But for now, one roll's enough. So what I'll do, I've got to go in and grab a stake, but then all we'll do is every morning I'll come out, stake the door open. We'll see sometimes the rope will hold it. So I'm gonna leave. I'm gonna put you guys down to see, but in a few minutes they should start coming outside, looking, exploring. you can see they're curious. They want to go. So I'm gonna put you guys down and let you see that. But that's kind of the next step now that we're outside. And then every night, they should know to go back inside. They might not these first couple nights, so I'll actually have to come out and kind of herd them inside, but they're already jumping out. So I'm gonna go grab a stake so that that rope doesn't trap some of them in and some of them out, but they're getting outside, eating more bugs, eating more grass, getting the good stuff. The end of the last week's video, you remember I talked about some chicks hatching. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We've got 5 chicks and a mother bird. So they're doing well. I'm gonna have to move them downstairs here in a few days. It's the last day of week 5. So chickens are doing good. They're outside. I've added a second roll of fence, so they've got a pretty big area. You can see they're all hanging out inside the tractors right now. It's I don't know, 95 degrees, nice and warm. I've got a nice tumbleweed buildup on the electric fence, which is, I don't know, I get tumbleweeds in Iowa. I thought that was a thing in the South. And in the, you know, prairie scrub grass area, not in the middle of the Midwest. But we're gonna get the chickens moved for today. Just wanted to finish out the week with the update, kind of show you how they're looking here at the end of the week. Get inside the fence. So they're definitely getting big. You can see them hanging out, taking dust baths. Actually, right now they're doing a good job actually leaving their tractor. So the tractors have actually, I didn't move them for 2 days because they're pooping outside of the tractor, which means there's not enough built up in there that I need to really move it, because they're really only forced inside at night. The rest of the day, I prop the doors open, I come out when it's dark. They're getting pretty well trained to that. I've got, the first night had to chase about 10 in, second night had to chase about 5 in, third night 2 in. So hopefully they're learning to be inside when it's night out, but they're getting big. So the other update is the amount of feed. So I need to feed them up or fill up their feeders yet today. But looking at that, so far we've got 5 plus 4 is just over 400 pounds of feed put in to them so far. I'll probably spend another 20 pounds looking at what I've got to put in the trays today. So just shy of probably 50 pounds of feed across the 56-ish birds. But they're definitely getting bigger. They're putting on the weight, which is looking good. So that's all I got for week 5. I'm gonna get them moved and get back inside because I'm hot too. Plus I don't want to disturb them too much because I don't want them to have to really work real hard in the heat because it is hot. So I'm gonna get them moved. Thanks for coming out to Cedar Cove Farm. Come back next week and I'll provide updates of how they're doing.